cool. Welcome to Let's Make Any Old Mess and just see what happens. Most likely going to be drawing a face because I always draw faces. So let's just make a mess. Let's just do that and put some more water in it, like that. And I think it's going to be a square head. Let's have a square head with big ears like that. Either side. And it could just go anywhere. I mean, it could be a right old pile of shit, it could be really good, it could inspire something else. It's just good for being creative, I guess, giving yourself ideas. Sometimes when you're in the mood for drawing but you just don't know what to do, it's a good idea just to go, well, you know what, I'll just fucking do anything. If you've got plenty of paper to waste, then, you know, give it a go. You don't have to plan everything. So straight away I'm already thinking, oh, this would look good with some shadowing going on, and that's mainly because of this little thick bit here. I thought, oh, that looks like a shadow on the neck. So what I'm going to do actually is just use the same colour but with less water, so it's just a bit thicker. Let's put some in there. That would be the inside of the ear, so let's make that a little bit darker down the side of his face. Not all the way down, but you know, that'll do. It's always faces with me. I'm always drawing weird faces. Either something really weird and sort of incomprehensible, if you know what I mean. Just like, you know, what the fuck's that meant to be? Even though, you know, even then it still somehow looks like a face. But, you know, I don't know. There's just a lot of different faces out there. And I enjoy looking at faces. I don't know what I'm saying. Right. Let's do that. And get a bit more water on there because this is just plain. I don't want that. Put a bit more shadow in there. And we're just going to let that dry. Actually, I'm not going to let it dry. I've got a sponge here and I'm just going to do that, even though it will probably ruin it and make a mess. I don't care because I don't know what I'm doing. And that's the beauty of what I'm doing. And was that a shit idea? Because now it's one of these crappy old washing up sponges and now it's just covered in bits of bloody fluff and stuff. So let's work with that. Now it's a dirty looking, in fact let's just do that even more, just to milk the shit out of it, you know. That shading that I did's become irrelevant now, but whatever. Let's just make it up as I go along. Let's give him blue eyes. And let's just put the, I'm going to put the eyes in the wrong place. Let's just blue eyes like that. And well, that's the wrong colour. What am I doing? Right, blue eyes. Let's give him blue eyes. There we go. And let's just put this one. I don't know why little things like this suddenly a big decision. Because I said it doesn't matter what I'm doing, I'm making it up as I go along, but now suddenly, you know, my head's going, oh yeah, but where are you going to put that other eye? Because it's going to be a feature, isn't it? You know what, just whatever, it's going there, it's going there, look. Let's do a bad job of the eyes. Let's try and mess it up a little bit. So give it another dab with the dirty sponge, why not? Help it dry out quicker and whatever, I don't know. Right. Yellow teeth. Wouldn't be one of my drawings if it didn't have yellow teeth. So this is a nice yellow, whatever this is. What yellow is this? It's really cheap, crappy paints. Deep yellow. Okay, well, whatever. It's almost got sort of like a honey. It reminds me of honey. That sort of yellow colour. Anyway, yeah, nice big yellow teeth. And you know what? I'm going to put the yellow paint on a sponge, and I'm just going to sponge it into place and see what sort of texture we get. So you can just do whatever the fuck you want, can't you? You know, at the end of the day, it's your drawing. can make it up as you go along. There we go. Okay, well, he's going to have a big side of his mouth sticking out or whatever. Right. Let's blend that in a little bit more. Let's just put that over there. Okay, right, let's give him green hair. Give him green hair. In fact, let's give him green hair and then we'll put in darker bits as well. Let's put down the dark bit first and then we'll put in light green highlights. So there's a dark bit. There we go. To be fair, we're giving him green hair. I'm now thinking, and he's got a big grin. I'm now thinking, is this going to turn into a picture of the Joker or something? Right, okay, yeah, I think this is going to be. I think this probably is going to be a picture of the Joker. If it is, I should probably make his hair pointy. You know what I mean? It's just. Well, it doesn't matter, does it? Because it's my Joker and it wasn't supposed to be the Joker, so it's just fucking whatever, you know? It's just... And again, it might not end up being the Joker, it could just end up being anything. Just give him a little quiff, like that. And we'll stop his hair just there, because his head's like turning like that, pointing that way. So, stop his hair just there. And give him a little tuff. In fact, let's go in there with this nice dry brush, which is just scraping the green everywhere. Okay. And the lighter one. Let's chuck in some lighter bits. I don't know if you can really tell, but yeah, whatever, that will do. I'm happy with that. Gonna need red for the lips then, aren't I? It's definitely going to be a picture of the Joker now, I've decided. And that's not the first time either. Whenever I doodle things, or a lot of the time that I've doodled things, it ends up being the bloody Joker. I think it's because of the sort of, I don't know, the manic nature of doodling any old nonsense. Kind of makes me go down the path of, oh yeah, well I should do like a really manic, I don't know what I'm on about. Right, let's, red. Red for the lips. And how shall I apply the red? Should I do it with the brush or try and put it on with something else? Don't know what this is, but it's some card. And I'm going to put the red on with that. Screw it up into a little whatever. I'm giving this way too much attention. Right, there. Dip it in the red. There's your red. And now let's just scrape his lips into place. And it's going to curve off to the side like that. I don't want the lips to go round there, that won't work. I don't think it will anyway. It's just got us more like Ronald McDonald. Right. Yeah, whatever. Let's just do that. Yeah, I don't know, that works. Oh, it needs like black rings around the eyes. Get the old black out. Poured way too much black paint because it's cheap and it just poured out like fucking water. This is the only sort of thing that cheap paints are good for. If you like doing stuff like this, don't ever buy good paint. Just get, you know, those really crap sets that, you know, when you're an artist and people know that you're an artist and they don't know what to get you for Christmas, so they buy you one of those like wooden briefcases, and it's got like the fucking crappiest materials, like those crayons that are just wax crayons where literally it's like a fucking, you might as well be using a wax candle. Like, it does nothing. It doesn't even, just the amount of times I've been bought those wooden briefcases. But in those sort of sets, you do get these really good, well, these really crap paints that are good for doing shitty looking stuff. Right, let's get the black and let's do the rings around the eyes. I'm definitely going to give that a dab because I want it to look like it's... Oh no, it's still got some of the yellow there, but whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just whatever. And some of the green is still in there as well. I'm going to make this eye a little bit darker. Okay. See, something's coming together now. It started out as, oh, let's draw a face, and then the decision to give it green hair took it off in this direction. Like, oh, I know who's got green hair, and then it's turned into the Joker. Obviously, when I put down all the colour, I'll do the line work. I have to let that dry for a sec. Smear the red bits. Make his face look dirty now by just smearing some of these other colours into it. Let's pick up a bit of red, dab it in his hair. Yeah, that works. If anything, his ear needs to be a bit more pink. A bit, just mumbling to myself, right, let's put that in there, make that nice and pink. I'm guessing he needs a purple suit now, doesn't he? Shall I make my own purple, or shall I... Let's see... Fuck it, I'll just make my own. Right. Let's go for a purple and orange suit as well, like the... not the latest film, that was red and orange. Who has purple and orange? Jack Nicholson and Cesar Romero as well from... He's one of my favourite Jokers, Cesar Romero from the old Adam West TV series. He was really good. Right. And he looked good as well. Bit, probably one of the more creepy looking Jokers, to be honest. Heath Ledger's Joker's obviously really creepy, but it's too deliberately creepy, if you know what I mean. It's a bit on the nose, whereas Cesar Romero as well was a bit unassuming and a bit more, I don't know, a bit more Pennywise, if you know what I mean. That creepiness. Especially that was in a comedy as well. Right, purple. And I'm just going to do sort of like a shoulder bust, if you know what I mean. Let's leave some room for his doodah orange shirt. Let's wisp it out as well. It goes nice and dry. It's going to be very broad across the shoulders apparently, like the Warner Brothers cartoon. I think that's one of the worst looking Jokers. The Warner Brothers one in the cartoons. Probably the most iconic voice. Actually, you know, I always forget the best bloody looking Joker is the one from Arkham Asylum, the computer games, was it called Rocksteady? The Rocksteady games. Their Joker was fucking brilliant. Right, give him an orange shirt. I feel like I'm being too, what do you call it? I'm being too deliberate now. Let's just do that and do that again. There we go. Just whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, let's just mess it up a bit deliberately. There we go. Give me something else to play with. Right. Right, here we go then. Well, when that's dry, I'm gonna go in with the pens. I'm just going to leave that to dry, and then it's going to be pen work, and obviously that's when it will come together. Right, let's do the line work. These pens are good for if you're drawing on top of acrylic, once it's all nice and dry, because these are a little bit more watery and they just kind of glide over the paint. If I was to use my usual pens like that, where it's like a lot harder, dries very quickly, it's doable, but it's just a bit more of a struggle. And I want to get messy with this as well, so you see what I mean. Right, his nose. How am I going to do his nose? Do I go from like up here and down and just do like a big pointy V-shaped nose, or sort of like a back to front L shape, like that, with a nostril here. So I didn't want to think too much about all of this. I'll tell you what, whilst I think about the nose, let's just do the hair. Right, let's just go in and do whatever. Because I don't want to think about what I'm doing too much. I like this sort of, how do you say, sporadic nature of the of drawing stuff like this. It's got sideburns, and let's do that. And I'm gonna. Oh, sounds like someone's fire alarm's going off somewhere. Right, there we go. Don't know if you guys heard that. If you didn't, it's going to mean nothing, but whatever. Right, so whilst the pen's still a bit wet as well, I'm just going to go in and darken up areas by smudging the ink. And yeah, I don't want to think too much about what I'm doing, but the nose is kind of like a key element of the Joker's face, so I do want to get that right. Imagine if I accidentally did a little nose, it would almost cease to be a picture of the Joker, you know what I mean? Let's go for like a little Tim Burton curl in his hair, like that. If I wanted to, I could draw Jack Skeleton standing on top of it, but I'm not going to do that. Right. Yeah, I don't think the paint's quite dry enough, but whatever, this is just deliberately rushing through to see what I can do. Right. I'll put some curls in there as well, just to give the hair a bit more texture. We're moving on to face territory now. Right, am I gonna... Let's just do the ear whilst I still think about the face. And let's make this ear look a bit shit. Let's just do a bit of a crap job of it. There we go. Let's put a cheekbone in there because he's got a bony old face. And a little bit of deliberate shading. Wrinkles across the forehead. So I'm going more quiet now because I'm concentrating and having to think about things, even though I was like, oh yeah, it's not about thinking. When it comes to this sort of stage, I guess it is, because you want it to come together, you want it to look good, you want it to make sense in certain places anyway, especially key features like the nose and I guess this ear that I'm always taking too much time on. Where's the black pen? I'm going to get a black Posca pen. There it is, straight away, the first one I grabbed out of the box. That never happens. Give it a good old shake. And I'm going to get the paint inside running and just... There we go, make a bit of a mess like that. I'm going to do that here and there because it looks nice. Right, how are we going to do his eye? And then let's put one ring. If you ever want to make someone look mad, just do one ring around one eye, because apparently that's a sign of madness. And it works quite well. Right, let's darken up this area. It's going to be a long old video, this one. I'm sure YouTube's going to love that. Right. More wrinkles like that. Let's just indicate wrinkles by putting sort of just very scratchy looking things. So I've gone straight in with the wrinkles and stuff like that, and the more gross looking Joker, because I really like that one from Arkham Asylum, the Batman games. And what's nice is that the ink now as well, it's dirtying up the face. Zoom a little bit more. And where am I going to put the other? Let's give him one bigger pupil like that. Big bags under the eyes, make it all nice and dark. This is a very Tim Burton-y sort of thing, Tim Burton-esque thing, doing rings around the eyes and then sort of blending it in. Definitely ripped that off of been a big fan of his sketches and stuff. If you've never seen his artwork, not just the sketches from the films that he's worked on when he's designing characters, but go look at his actual artwork. It's fucking brilliant. Really cool. It's like, well, it would be, it's like Tim Burton, obviously. His style meets, I don't know, like Dr. Seuss, that sort of thing. There's a great one of some sunflowers that he did. Right. Yeah, that looks cool. I like that. Right, let's do this fucking nose. Right, do I do eyebrows? No, let's not do eyebrows. Let's do a bit of that, like the wrinkle in the middle of his forehead, and then fuck it, let's just do the nose. There we go. Yeah, okay, that works. That's all right. It's not too bad. Put some shading in there, so you know his nose is sort of at an angle, casting a shadow over his eye. There we go. And we'll do the same there as well. Make sure he's got a nice thin nose. Put some shadowage in there. Okay, cool. And do that as well, fuck it. Yeah, I don't know, this is working alright. Right, his lips, I'm definitely just gonna like darken those up and mess them up. So that he's got those wrinkly, horrible lips. There we go. And let's, because again I'm being too precise, I don't want to be precise, I'm deliberately just going to sort of do something that I don't want to do, which is that there. And then let's give it some of that. And now this, what I'm doing, like this is all sort of like Tim Burton-y sort of thing, and then doing these lines like this and then just putting those in there. They're very sort of a Ralph Steadman sort of thing he might do. And if you like Tim Burton's artwork and you don't know who Ralph Steadman is, you should definitely, I can guarantee you've seen his artwork about. I'm not comparing myself to him, but it's kind of like this, that really messy, you know, just lay down a load of messy paint stuff and then go in with a pen and just sort of chuck everything around. It's that sort of thing. It's very, very good. You know, the amount of energy in his artwork is just fucking amazing. He did all the illustrations for Hunter S. Thompson's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. So there you go. Yeah, cool. That's alright, let's put some shading in there though. So you know his cheek is sticking out away from his nose, if you know what I mean. Right. This ear is sort of becomes secondary to everything else that's going on, so I'm not going to give it too much attention. Just put a little bit of Ralph Steadman style stuff in there like that. Another good messy artist is Quentin Blake. Sorry for shaking my pen. The illustrator for the Roald Dahl books. If you're really young watching this, he's the illustrator for David Walliams' books. But you all know who Quentin Blake is, I'm sure. If you ever read a book at school, you're going to know who Quentin Blake is. I've done this like jaw. That's okay. Let's do that, and then he's got the pointy chin as well. Oh, that's quite nice actually. I like that because this was going to go like this way. It was going to be very square. Actually, let's not put a square on that side. Let's just put some detailing in there. So you know he's got a bumpy, horrible chin. More shading. His ear needs to be dirtied up a bit. So look, it's come together alright, isn't it? I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And maybe you didn't know what the fuck you were doing. But persevere, make it up as you go along. If you're making it up as you go along and you just keep correcting your mistakes and stuff, then like there are no mistakes. You're just winging it, aren't you? Allow yourself to wing it, allow yourself to do whatever you want, and just make it work. Just keep saving it as you're going along. Okay, let's do his shirt now. He's gonna have one of these types. Kind of a high collar like that. Little buttons either side. And then let's give him a stripy orange tie. And let's just get some black in there. Let's just do that. Put some more paint down here. There we go. I hope this video has been watchable because I'm probably not going to do much editing. So you have to excuse the and ahhing and all that old shit. But if you've watched this far, then you probably enjoyed it anyway. So, right, let's do that. And I know what sort of pattern I'm going to do on the suit. It's very, very simple. And again, sort of like something Tim Burton might do, that messy kind of style. We just kind of want to indicate that there's something on the suit, but you can't be asked to draw a pattern. So let's just do stripes like that on this bit. There we go. No matter how messy we go about doing it, because the whole thing is just messy. And then do a bit of that. And then I'm just going to do lines going down, like he's wearing a pinstripe suit basically. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, whatever. That works for me. I'm happy with that. It was just something to fuck around with, something to do. and it's good fun just to... Oh yeah, nice. Cool. Boom, there you go. Put down a load of acrylic paint, sort of don't think about what you're doing, and then just scribble everything into place, and not to suck my own dick too loudly, but you might come up with something that looks as cool as that. Right, boom. Cheers guys. If you made it this far, is there anything else you want to see in the video? Do you ever think, oh, we should upload a video of fucking whatever? If so, let me know. Blah blah blah. Thanks.